Hey everybody! So today we are going to do a little review and trial run with the Beyouty Bureau brushes. I have here the Flawless Face set and the Fly Eye set. I believe that's what they're called. I love supporting smaller businesses. The Beyouty Bureau is a really rad boss babe. She started as a beauty blogger. Now she's creating her own products. She doesn't do makeup, but she does other things that can enhance your makeup routine. And rather than buying new brushes from Sephora or Target or Ulta or all the millions of places you can buy makeup brushes, I wanted to support her business. And I highly recommend anybody that if you know someone that's trying to make a living off of creating their own brand, support them. Like, don't go to Target, please. Go to Target if they don't have something that you need, but if you have the ability to help someone make their dreams come true, do it. So I've already primed my face with the Fresh Flesh primer. We're using Stay Naked by Urban Decay today. I'm still really enjoying this foundation. I've been using it for a while now, like 8-ish months. So one thing I do want to point out that I already love about these brushes is that that's not going to focus, but they are all labeled except for the eye sets because I think the eyes just kind of go with the flow. So I am using the foundation brush. It is, I was playing with them a little bit last night when I received them. My cute grandma gifted them to me, and you can definitely feel a difference in the bristles compared to other products. It's very dense, very thick, and very gentle, but still flexible. I don't know, they're wild, but I've been wanting to try these ever since she launched them, and I'm just so excited to finally have them in my hand. Okay, so thoughts I already have about the foundation brush. I like how it feels on my skin. I like the weight of it. I like the handle. I have no major concerns. The hard thing about foundation brushes for me is that I feel like it takes a couple of uses to really nail down my routine when I switch a brush, because like every brush applies everything so differently. So it took me a little bit longer to apply my foundation than normal, but I don't think that's the brush's fault. I think that it's me just needing to get used to it. So if you've been following me for a while, you guys know that I've been playing around a lot with different types of concealers. So while we're on here, I figured I don't think I've used this concealer on my channel. Look at all this. I look so ridiculous when I do concealer. I like there to be a lot of brightening on my face. But I am using the Revlon Candid or Photo Ready Candid concealer right now. And I feel like this is a pretty solid dupe for the, what am I trying to say? The Tarte Amazonian Clay. It's a little thinner, so I feel like sometimes I have to do a second layer on my darkest areas. But it overall, like if you're not wanting to spend that much money on a concealer, this is an affordable route to go. So I am going in with the concealer brush, which I'm gonna be real with you guys. For some reason, you can judge me all you want, this was the brush I was the most excited to try. I've literally been counting down the days until I got this brush. Like, I've been wanting to try it so bad. And it so far is not disappointing. Okay, I like this concealer brush. I really do. And what's neat about that is that I wouldn't have normally picked this as a concealer brush, but it works really well. And I can confidently say that she was spot on when she selected that as her concealer brush and when she designed that product. It works very, very well. Park Avenue Princess bronzing palette. I am still gonna go in, oh, we'll wait. So here is her contour brush. Very flat. I am going to use her contour method with the brush, which isn't normally how I would apply a contour. But I wanted to use, oh my gosh, that's so pigmented. I wanted to use the brushes how she would use the brushes. So she recommends coating one edge, that's it, and creating a line, and then using the clean edge to buff it up into the face and blur out the harsh line that you've created. When I was watching her do this, she did not create as harsh of a line as I did. So we are going to work at this a little bit. I probably got on more product than what she did in her little video, but I grabbed the same amount I usually grab with my other brushes, which apparently this is gonna save you a lot of money because you don't need to, oh my gosh, you don't need as much product when you're applying. I'm dying, you guys. It picks up product so well. I'm shook. Woo! How about them contoured cheeks? Okay, that's buffed out, right? Like, this is, let's take our foundation brush and try and soften that up a little bit. Okay, so you need minimal product when using this brush. That's not a bad thing. I just was a little heavy-handed. I don't know about anybody else, but I get uber stressed about contouring my nose and I mess it up all the time and have to start over. So wish me luck. I can confidently say that's the easiest nose contour I've done in a long time. Like, okay then. That's amazing. Can we talk about how annoying that zit is? I think I have a breakout from my brushes. Not these new ones, but the ones I need to clean. My bad. I wish I would have done this before I contoured, but sometimes I before I go through and put concealer on my blemishes, I like to see how my makeup or my foundation oxidizes first, because sometimes I don't need to do that. I don't need to go through with a concealer on my blemish spots, but that guy hates me today. That is it. So we are gonna just try to mask it the best we can. I like this contour. And it's all thanks to this brush. Cool. I am gonna go back through with the concealer brush, and I am gonna use it to set my under eye. And I just use Enhance from my Park Avenue Princess palette and just pat it into the under eye. I do a little bit here. I don't love setting my makeup. I really don't. I only do a little bit to avoid looking cakey. So we are gonna go in with blush now. This is the brush. So this is the brush. Look how small it is. Like, am I the only person in the world that uses a giant brush to do their blush usually? Like, this is what I normally use. This is what her blush is, and I am shook. Also, I don't think this is an actual blush brush, but that's what I've been using. But I just, like, look how tiny it is. So I've been anxious to try this. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. I just made a big mess. I just think it's the craziest thing to apply blush with, but look how much fallout it just created in my palette because I didn't know what I was doing. I've never used this kind of brush for blush before. And I'm very anxious, as you can tell. I just don't want to, I don't know why it makes me so anxious, but it does. So I think she probably did this brush because I more often than not see her use cream blush, but she did say that this is meant for powder as well. But I can see why this would work so well for a cream blush, but honestly, this did a good job. It did a good job. There's nothing wrong with it. It just had me so anxious when I saw it. Last night for the first time, I was like, that's a really small brush. Oh, you apply a giant brush on my face. But I do think it applies the product really well. Look at that stupid zit. Ugh. Let us not talk about that annoying zit. And yes, I will point out, I'm still using summer shades on my cheeks. Okay, thoughts about this? It did the job. I don't hate it. I'm shook because of the size of it is so small compared to what I was using. But if it gets the job done, it gets the job done. That's all that matters. What else do we need to try? Oh, highlight. I'm dropping everything. Excuse me. Highlight brush. She's beautiful. So far, everything's worked beautifully. I don't imagine this will be anything different. Coating the magic. Wow. That works so well. Okay. All right then. Look at that. That's okay. I'm floored. I think that's all we're gonna do with my face today. Let's go on now into eyes. There's just so many brushes with the Fly Eye set that I'm having a hard time deciding which brushes I want to try today. I think we are gonna go in with this guy. I forgot what they're called. and I've already used it. Last night I was overly excited over, wow, okay. I was overly excited to try these products, and so I did a couple of eye looks that I could wash off in the shower. And I'm sorry that this isn't a first impression. But I was too excited. I've just realized that my eyelid is a little stained from my eyeshadow yesterday, which isn't totally abnormal, but I wish I would have gone over my concealer on top of my eyelid so you guys can see it. Do you see how it's kind of more pink over here than it is over there? Good job, Ashley. I don't know how I didn't notice that until now. All issues aside from the fact that my eye is stained pink from yesterday's makeup, and that I walked around all day with a stained eye, did we all see how easily that just applied? Because that was amazing. I am adding an extra step over here to try and hide that pink. So you won't see me do that on the other eye, but I just wanted to explain what I was doing. Ooh, that is so pretty. And what you guys are probably gonna be like, I just like, can you guys see this? How well it's putting the product on? Like I'm shook. These brushes are so good. I'm barely getting any product on them, and they're just like doing such a lovely job. Such a lovely job. Wow. Okay. So yeah, while we're at it, let me point out, I'm using my bronzer palette for my eye look today, and I love it so much. It's one of my favorite things to do because this bronzer palette has so many shades, and I really only use this for my contour and this to set my under eye, that I don't ever know what to do with the rest. And on Thanksgiving, I was like trying to figure out what to do for my makeup because I didn't want to go, I wanted a really warm look, but I hate my browns palette right now. It just isn't what I love, and so I decided to try this, and it changed my whole life. Let's see. We will go in now with a darker shade. Are we ready? Yes. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. We're gonna go ahead and try this guy. He's so little, but he's designed to stamp. And I'm really, really, really intrigued by it. I've never owned a brush like this before. Okay, that was the easiest thing ever. I love it. Pat, pat, pat that into the skin, and there you go. Cool. All right. I am going to go back through with my highlighter brush and throw some of that up there. Yes. And then I'm going to take this itty bitty guy. Look how small he is. He is designed to add your highlight here, and I love it. Yep. pretty. Okay. For the rest of today's eye look, I am just going to use my finger for this particular shade. It's a shimmery metallic color. I just like, I'm sure there's a great brush to apply it, but I just love the results of using my hand for it. Because it does a really good job. Not that a brush wouldn't, there are certain things in makeup that apply better with your hands, and shimmery metallic shades are one of them. Okay, I am going to finish my makeup, then I'll come back, give you my final thoughts, which I'm sure you guys already know them, and yeah, one moment please. Okay, final thoughts. I love them. I really love them. Like, I almost can't imagine myself using any other brushes ever again. Like, hopefully she makes them forever because I'm sold. I like how they look. I like how they feel. I feel like the quality is there. It all feels very nice. I'm obsessed with the fact that it is labeled. I think that is extremely helpful, especially if you're new into makeup. My only qualm is that you get so many, and that isn't the qualm. Like, you get just what you need to thrive and have a wonderful job putting on your makeup. However, she could have added one major tool to her fly eye set, and to me, it is this. I use this tiny little flat brush so often, as well as the spoolie so often, that I can't figure out why she didn't put that in her fly eye set, because I think this is all of them. I could be missing one or two, but she has so many, and she is a brow goddess. Like, she's obsessed with brows. She says that's the one thing you should do on your face every day, but she doesn't have the brow tool in her fly eye set, and that is so silly to me. So that's my only issue, is I felt like she should have put that into this set. But other than that, like, I will use every single brush. Like, I love all of these. I'm surprised how much I love this little guy. This is awesome, a detail tool, the fluffy brushes. I like having two of these flatter brushes. The whole face set is amazing. So if you're looking for a good brush to try, I'd highly recommend these, especially if you're new into makeup and if you're just wanting to support someone in their business. This is an amazing investment. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm super excited for the holidays and my upcoming packages. I have some good stuff on the way that I cannot wait to share with you guys. And I will just plan on seeing you soon. See ya, guys.